welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Speedy. For those of you who are new here, I'm so sorry about the noise. We have the AC running because it is so hot. It's summer, of course, as y'all know, it's summer. And I already started my summer diaries and I'm just like, you know what? I want to keep doing these like little summer events and kind of just like compiling them together. So basically this video is just going to be a bunch of random summer activities that I do. There were a few things that I was going to add to this video, but I think I'm going to wait until next summer diaries video. So let's go ahead and get started.
Got this song up inside of me, in a world I don't wanna say. Just the same damn thing. What's your height, what's your age, what's the price of your weight? And every year we're expected to show all the things that we were able to grow. When you're making half the money, but the cost is double. Quiet life of desperation, but it ain't gonna make me too much longer. Been working too hard for this shit to not pop, so we about to get it poppin' now. Quiet life of desperation, so I'ma have to live a little louder. You know I ain't gonna end up like the man trying to figure out the man who got it figured out. I just bought me a new condo, and in the same year I moved back home. Guess the 20s ain't as friendly as a place where you were born. And anytime you reach for something, they claim that you need nothing to satisfy your soul, but all the good stuff's bought and sold. Quiet life of desperation, but it ain't gonna make me too much longer. Been working too hard for this shit to not pop, so we about to get it poppin' now. Quiet life of desperation, so I'ma have to live a little louder. You know I ain't gonna end up like the man trying to figure out the man who got it figured out. See you soon is my new favorite joke. They got more options and I ain't got hope. Breaking up is a new taking it slow. Are we friends now? Are we friends now? Are you just roll? Are you just roll? Are you just roll? Quiet life of desperation, but it ain't gonna be me too much longer. Been working too hard for this shit to not pop, so we about to get it poppin' now. Quiet life of desperation, so I'ma have to live a little.
So I finished Life's Too Short by Abby Jimenez, and I thought I could go over it because why not? We're incorporating more of my book related thoughts, opinions, vlogs into my vlogs. So Life's Too Short. Just a quick summary. So this book is about our main character, Vanessa, who is a travel blogger, and she actually became a YouTube travel blogger after the death of her oldest sister. She decided that she was going to quit her job because life was too short and she needed to make the best out of it. So she quit her job and started her YouTube channel to start traveling so she can enjoy her life, as well as bring awareness to ASL, which is basically a disease that is supposed to weaken your muscles, and there's currently no cure. There actually was that famous trendy water bucket challenge back in the day that was meant to raise awareness and funding for ALS. That's what her whole gimmick is. One day she's just kind of minding her own business and her youngest sister passes by with a newborn and basically has Vanessa take care of her and just never comes back. Vanessa's just stuck basically raising a newborn, having to press pause on her travel channel, at the same time as fearing that she might have ALS because every woman on her mom's side of the family had ALS and passed away from it. So enter our main love interest, Adrian, who is Vanessa's neighbor, comes over one day because the baby's crying, kind of to complain, and then ends up feeling bad about it because like there's nothing she could really do about it. It's a baby, it's not like it's music or anything like that. They kind of start to develop a sort of friendship because Adrian kind of just goes more often to try to kind of help out with the baby, and it's just this friendship that blossoms into something a little bit more later down in the future between Adrian and Vanessa. And yeah, that's kind of like what the story follows. It's your usual typical Abby Jimenez equation for a book. You're a very kind of like sensitive man kind of person who can be kind of like golden retriever, but also has a little bit more depth to them and has things going on in their life as well. And then we have like the high-spirited kind of main character person, just bubbly personalities kind of situation. So it very much feels like an Abby Jimenez book. I feel like the only thing about this book that I wasn't fully in love with is that the whole ALS side of it all did not feel fleshed out enough. It actually felt a little bit underdeveloped for me, but I definitely do feel like this book could have used a little bit more. I don't know what exactly is it that I'm asking for, but just a little bit more. Something. It's just missing something that all her other books seem to have, but this one was just missing something. But I still really thoroughly enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong, I still really enjoyed it, but because I am such a fan of hers and I do have such love for her books, this one just felt a little bit short for me. I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. It was almost a 4, but if I'm being fair, just how I am with like Emily Henry books, I need to be fair with like Abby Jimenez and say, yeah, this one just, something was just not there. I don't know what it is, but it was something. It's not that I was bored. It's not that I didn't like it, but something just seemed like it just needed more. And I think it does have to do with the whole either YouTube side of it all, like kind of like make that a little bit more developed, or the ALS side of it all. But it just kind of needed a little bit more information than just the relationship. And then my next read that I am actually currently reading right now is Summer Romance by Annabelle Monaghan. I was going to read Never Lie or something like that by Frida McFadden next, but it's so hot and I'm just in the mood for a fun summer romance, so we're reading this one.
Someday never comes, road trips and shotguns, sunshine on my skin, smile is kicking in, vibes are in the air, jumping everywhere, endless nights, 'cause summer's on my mind. I'm drenched in sunshine and good times, changing the station with an open mind. I don't wanna sound selfish, but I'm not coming back. The highs of your touch like vertigo, it's a fight or flight rush, no way to take it slow. Got me feeling like I could breathe in space, in space. Someday never comes, road trips and shotguns, sunshine on my skin, smile is kicking in, vibes are in the air, jumping everywhere, endless nights, 'cause summer's on my mind.
So I didn't think I was gonna finish this book in this vlog, but I'm going to add it since I finished it. I finished Summer Romance by Annabelle Monaghan. Summer Romance is about our main character, Allie, who's a mom of 3 and a professional organizer going through a divorce. So 2 years ago, her mom actually passed away, and then a year later, her husband asked for a divorce. At the moment that we meet Allie, her life is a little bit of a mess, even though she's a professional organizer. She's still mourning the death of her mom, and she's just kind of living through the motions of life while trying to raise 3 kids on her own, basically, because her ex-husband doesn't really contribute. So one day, Allie takes her dog to a dog park, and her dog ends up going up to this person and peas on him. This person is our main love interest, Ethan. Ali has not felt like her old self in years because in her marriage, she felt like she was losing herself. Now going through her divorce, she feels less like herself, and being with Ethan, it just made her feel like her old self again. So basically, it's just the relationship between Ethan and Ali, and now Ali needs to figure out if she can handle having a summer fling, aka a summer romance, with Ethan while still being a mom and going through her divorce. For me, I had a hard time relating to the characters because I'm not married, I'm not going through a divorce, I'm not a mom. I'm a dog mom, but that's completely different from raising 3 kids. It was really hard for me to relate in that sense. I have read books where I could relate to the character to a certain extent, even if they have nothing relatable with me. They have like no similarities to me. But in this case, it was just really hard for me to relate to any of the characters. It felt a little bit flat for me. Like, nothing was extremely memorable. Ethan was Ethan. Like, there wasn't anything too much about him except that like he skateboards. The kids were fine. Ali was fine. Her ex-husband Pete sucked. The romance was nice. This is definitely like a summer romance book. Constantly doing summer activities. Kids are in camp. They go paddleboarding. They just do a lot of summer stuff. So it's heavily reminding you like, hey, this is summer, especially because Ethan is only there for the summer. So it's definitely a summer story. So that checked the box. But other than that, like the romance was pretty flat for me. Was there chemistry? Probably. Just not the type that I normally go for. I think the only thing that really did stood out that I appreciate of this book is the self-growth journey that Ali goes through. I feel like her journey of trying to learn how to be herself again, standing her ground against her ex-husband, acknowledging that her mom enabled a lot of her behavior during her relationships, and just all of this journey that she goes through. Yeah, like, I mean, other than that, just a summer book with some romance in there. I really appreciated the self-growth, but other than that, it was fine. Not for me necessarily, but it was fine. It was something different. So I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. Because it is a good book. It is a good book. Just, again, not for me. Okay, so I think this might be the last bit of my summer diaries. So today I'm going to the night market in Portland. And I'm just going to browse around. Mostly I'm going for the food. Like,
who am I kidding? Everyone goes for the food.
So I'm very excited for that. Other than that, I think this is it. This is the outfit. Very basic. I was wearing a dress, but then I remembered how many people there usually is. And I'm just like, let's wear shorts. And we are ready. So I think this might be it for the vlog, so I'll say my goodbyes here. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a beautiful day, and I hope you all enjoy the next few clips.